Money keep coming in, I can't choose. Foreign card off the chain, I can't prove. Got different color on my diamonds, I can't even see the time.
Hey, what's up guys? Before I start this video, I want to tell you guys about a new company that will change the way you play this game. Uncanny GG is a brand new website that will watch your gameplay and tell you exactly what you have to do to get better. They will tell you how to improve your aim, how to build faster, and where you are compared to the pros. There's nothing out there like this that will give you a private Fortnite coach that will not only tell you how good you are, but what you need to do to actually improve what you're bad at. Now, Uncanny just launched, so their service is completely free, but in the near future it will not. So I suggest that all of you go to my link right now in the description and go and sign up and start getting better today. Hey, what's up guys? In this video today, we're going to be talking about the brand new confirm edit on release feature that has come to controller and keyboard and mouse, and I'm basically going to be showing you guys 5 reasons why you guys should not be using this. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first, as you guys can see, edit with confirm on release has a slight delay. This delay is significantly more on higher ping, so if you're a player like me that's playing on like 0 to 10 ping, you're not really going to feel it, but this delay will actually still be there, and it's going to affect your gameplay even though you might not realize it at first. Second, if you're playing on really high ping, let's say you're playing on anything above 30 to 40, you're definitely going to feel this delay, and it's going to be much more different than basically playing with edit instant confirm off. So as you guys can see, when you're doing these double edits on floors and pyramids, you will notice a significant delay once you guys keep doing these repetitively. So to show you guys, I'm going to set up a few cones and pyramids, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up these while trying to edit them, and because I'm doing these right after each other, it's going to show you guys why and exactly how much this delay affects you. So as you guys saw, by the time I got to the last cone, I basically was at the peak, meaning that I couldn't actually edit it, and keep in mind that I also have really good ping. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off release edit confirm, and I'm going to show you guys what this would look like if I was doing it normally, basically how anybody would have done it before the update. So as you guys can see, I'm turning off confirm edit on release, and I can edit this much faster. It's really easy to see, and if you guys don't really see it, be sure to go back and look at the other one and look at this one. But basically you guys can tell that there's a huge difference when you have this on and off, and one of the biggest differences is in the delay. Now let's get into reason number 2. So right now I have confirm edit on release off. Let's say that you're trying to do an edit where you need to select 2 pieces that are not next to each other. Let's say that you're going to make a double window edit, or you're going to make a window and a door. These are edits that some players use, and some players actually use them very well. They use them for misdirection, they can do a lot of cool tricks with it. If you're doing this with the edit confirm on release, it's actually impossible. So let's take a look and I'll show you guys exactly why. So as you guys can see, there's no way for me to remove my finger off of the edit select button without accidentally editing. And what this means is that there's no way for me to make 2 edits like this without having to do one first and then the other. This limits you greatly because it doesn't allow you to do those things that other people might be able to do, and it's something that can also mess you up. Let's say that you want to do an edit like this and you don't want to open it, but you accidentally open it because of edit on release, and then you're leaving yourself open. The only way to do this is by going all the way around just like this, and even then you might run into problems. 1, it's hard to control it, especially if you have a fast edit sensitivity, and 2, it's really inconvenient to have to go all the way around when you can literally just cut through when you're playing on normal edit. So therefore there's one downside. Now let's go on to downside number 3. So a while back there was a debate about whether or not it was better to have 1 edit keybind or 2. In the end, people found out that having 2 edit keybinds is much better. This means that you can basically confirm your edit and make your edit at the exact same time, almost instantaneously. So basically, if you have confirm edit on release, you're going to have to deal with that delay, and you're not going to have that ability to have instant editing. So let's take a look. Look how fast I can edit this when I'm doing it with confirm edit on release off. It's almost instant. What I'm doing is I'm going to be going into edit mode, I'm selecting the thing that I want to edit, and then I'm clicking confirm all at the exact same time. This is almost instantaneous editing, and if you can move fast enough, you can make edits instantly. Now, what happens if I turn on confirm edit on release is I no longer have the ability to take control over that, because confirm edit on release has a huge delay that you can't control no matter what. And this is just because of the way that Epic has put this into the game. Until they fix it, there's no way to do anything about it, so having this off is better in terms of this. So if I go ahead and turn confirm edit on release on, you guys can clearly see that there's a delay. And besides this, there's also another huge problem that we're going to go into in a second, but I just want to show you guys the delay real quick so you guys can get an idea of what it's like to edit with this rather than editing instantly with normal editing. Now, the next major problem that confirm edit on release has is that resetting edits is a big problem. So everything that you do when you have this on will automatically edit as soon as you let go. But when it comes to resetting, it doesn't do it on its own, and you actually have to confirm it. So if you're spending all your time getting used to not clicking B and just editing with a right trigger or with whatever button it is on your mouse, so it should be left click, you're not going to be used to clicking confirm anymore. And when it comes to resetting edits, you're going to have a huge problem with it. So let's take a look. Right now, when I click the right trigger, it will edit on its own. Now, when I go to reset this edit, I have to click reset and then I have to click B. When I click reset, it does not reset it on its own. I have to click B. So real quick, what happens if I click reset and then I go to my pickaxe or I switch out, it will not edit it and it will just leave the hole inside of the wall on it. And this is a huge problem because you're not going to be used to having to confirm your resets. You're going to be used to that release automatically doing it for you when you release, and that's a major problem. If they add resetting edits to the confirm on release, then you guys don't have to worry about this, but as of right now, it's a big problem. And yeah, let's move on to the next. Now, the next problem is actually a really bad one. It's probably one of the worst ones on this list. And what it is let's say that you're in a fight, right? You guys are going to want to have to be able to move where you're looking while you're in edit mode. But you simply cannot do this when you're on edit confirm edit on release. The thing is, when you're doing this, you have to hold down right trigger and you can't let go. If you let go, it will make the edit. So let me turn this off real quick and show you guys what I mean. When you have this off, you guys have the ability to select something but not edit it, and you guys can look around. So right now, I'm looking around and I'm able to look wherever I want without selecting it, and I can confirm this edit whenever I need to. As you guys can see, I can do things like move around, jump up, change my position, and then edit. By moving around before you edit, what you're doing is you're creating this basically this strafe that is going to be really hard for your opponent to keep up with when you open up the wall for the edit. You cannot do this when you're using confirm edit on release though. You have to look up and move it from that point all the way over to where you want to aim, and this is a huge problem. Let's say, for example, you're doing the misdirection trick by Martaz where you're editing a side, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be editing, confirming it and then quickly editing the other side like I just did. You can't actually do this when you have it on confirm edit, because as soon as you look to the other side, it will select it and it will not do the edit because you will be selecting the wrong pieces. So you don't want to have it on because of this reason. And this isn't just for walls either. This also applies to floors, pyramids, and ramps. As you guys can see, maybe you want to look around and turn, and if you are still holding onto the right trigger, you'll be selecting pieces of the ramp that you don't want to. So if you're looking down and you're trying to like change your angle on your opponent because you want to get a different angle, or you want to move around to make it hard for them to hit you, you might accidentally select something which will mess you guys up greatly. So this does not work whatsoever. To show you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and turn it back on, and I'm going to basically try to move around and shoot this little robot while I am using this wall. As you guys can see, when I'm editing the wall and I try to jump up, it won't edit because I'm selecting pieces by accident. So right now I'm trying to do the Martaz trick and I obviously can't. And this also works the same way for all things, not just walls. You're gonna have a lot of problems doing this with ramps, with pyramids, and with floors, and you're not going to be able to do these jump shots or these tricks like this. So I definitely don't suggest keeping confirm edit on release on once again. So for the final thing that this really messes up is you guys are not going to be able to do edits consecutively. So if you have to do 2 edits very quickly right after each other, you're not going to be able to pull it off as easily as before because of the timing that the confirm edit on release has. Because of the short delay, it can make it very hard for you guys to do edits that you would have easily done before. Edits like doing like what I'm trying to do right now, or like the pyramid floor edit that I did before. The other thing is the fact that you have to hold makes it really hard for you guys, because as you guys can see, your turning speed can change greatly when you're in editing mode if you have a higher build or edit sensitivity. Having to hold this can make it hard for you guys to look around and peek, especially if you accidentally select an edit that you don't want to. So in conclusion, you guys should not be using confirm edit on release because it will mess you up greatly. It doesn't matter if you're on controller or keyboard and mouse, stick to normal editing for now and maybe change to it if Epic makes changes to it that will fix it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys watched it all the way until the end, comment TYSM in the comment section. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.